For millions of years, early humans were not powerful hunters standing at the top of the food chain, but weak and vulnerable prey, struggling to survive in a world filled with deadly predators. Fossil evidence discovered by Raymond Dart revealed that even young human ancestors were hunted and killed by leopards, proving that prehistoric humans lived under constant danger from powerful carnivores. Ancient humans shared the planet with terrifying apex predators such as the saber-toothed cat Smilodon fatalis, massive cave lions larger than modern lions, giant cave hyenas with jaws powerful enough to crush bone, packs of dire wolves, short-faced bears weighing over Kong pounds, giant cheetahs, and enormous terror birds capable of shattering skulls with their beaks. These animals evolved over millions of years to hunt large mammals with incredible speed, claws, teeth, strength, and deadly instincts. Humans, by comparison, were physically fragile. They lacked sharp claws, large fangs, thick fur, powerful muscles, and strong night vision. Even chimpanzees, humanity's closest relatives, are several times stronger than adult humans and still frequently fall victim to predators in the wild. Early humans could not outrun these animals, overpower them, or defend themselves in direct combat. Human babies were helpless for years and often attracted danger through noise and vulnerability. By nearly every biological measurement, humans should not have survived in such a dangerous environment. Yet, despite their weaknesses, humans eventually spread across the entire planet, while many of the predators that once hunted them disappeared forever. This creates one of the most fascinating mysteries in human history. How did such a physically weak species survive against some of the deadliest predators Earth has ever seen? The answer lies not in human strength, but in intelligence, cooperation, adaptability, and the ability to learn from experience across generations. One of the greatest turning points in human survival came through the discovery and controlled use of fire. Archaeological evidence from Wonderwork Cave suggests that humans controlled fire nearly 1 million years ago, and this invention completely transformed human existence. Fire created safety zones that predators instinctively feared and avoided. A simple campfire provided warmth during cold nights, protection from dangerous animals, visibility in darkness, and several extra hours of activity after sunset. Before humans mastered fire, nighttime belonged entirely to predators. Early humans were forced to hide silently in darkness and remain still until morning because moving at night could easily lead to death. Fire changed this balance forever. Humans could now gather safely around campfires, make tools, communicate, plan hunts, and strengthen social bonds long after the sun disappeared. Fire also allowed humans to cook meat, making food easier to digest and increasing calorie intake dramatically. These extra calories helped support the growth of larger and more intelligent human brains capable of advanced planning and problem solving. However, fire alone was not enough to guarantee survival. Humans also evolved extraordinary endurance abilities unlike any other predator on Earth. Although humans are weak sprinters compared to animals such as saber-toothed cats or cave lions, they possess unmatched long-distance running endurance. Through persistence hunting, humans tracked animals over many hours at steady speeds until the prey overheated and collapsed from exhaustion. Most animals cannot cool themselves effectively while running because they lack efficient sweating systems. Humans evolved the ability to sweat across their entire bodies, allowing them to regulate body temperature during long pursuits. Instead of defeating prey through raw strength or speed, humans relied on patience, endurance, intelligence, and strategy. These abilities slowly transformed humans from frightened prey hiding from predators into capable hunters able to survive and eventually dominate some of the most dangerous environments on Earth. Human survival depended heavily on intelligence and the ability to recognize patterns in nature long before humans became powerful hunters. Early humans evolved brains specialized for observation, memory, tracking, and learning from experience. In dangerous prehistoric environments, small details often meant the difference between life and death. Broken branches, disturbed dirt, animal tracks, distant sounds, and movement patterns all became critical information for survival. Humans learned to study predators the same way they studied prey. They discovered where saber-toothed cats preferred to hunt, when cave lions became active near water sources, and how territorial predators behaved in different environments. This growing knowledge allowed humans to predict danger before it appeared. Unlike most predators that relied primarily on instinct, humans could observe, remember, communicate, and improve strategies over generations. Every mistake and every successful survival technique could be taught to future members of the tribe, creating accumulated knowledge that slowly increased human survival rates over thousands of years. Humans also developed advanced communication and cooperative planning abilities that transformed hunting itself. Instead of relying on speed or strength, human groups used strategy. Hunters coordinated attacks, guided animals into traps, blocked escape routes, and attacked prey from safe distances using rocks and spears. Around Borntrum, years ago, humans in Germany created the Schöningen spears, carefully balanced wooden throwing weapons designed specifically for long-distance hunting. These tools marked a major turning point in human evolution because humans no longer survived only by escaping predators. They slowly became hunters capable of controlling dangerous animals through intelligence and teamwork. Pattern recognition, planning, teaching, and accumulated knowledge became humanity's greatest evolutionary advantages. Even though humans remained physically weaker than many predators, their ability to learn, adapt, and pass information between generations allowed them to compete against creatures far larger, faster, and stronger than themselves. The content argues that the greatest reason humans survived was not physical strength or natural weapons, but cooperation, compassion, and collective intelligence. Archaeological discoveries reveal that ancient humans cared for weak, injured, and elderly members of their groups in ways almost no predator species ever does. In Dmanisi, Georgia, researchers discovered the remains of a human ancestor who survived for years after losing all of their teeth. Without teeth, this individual could not chew raw meat or process hard food alone, meaning other members of the group must have protected, fed, and cared for them over a long period of time. In Shanidar Cave, archaeologists uncovered the skeleton of a severely injured Neanderthal who was blind in one eye, suffered from arthritis, and had multiple healed broken bones. Despite these conditions, he survived into old age because his community continued supporting him even when he could no longer hunt or defend himself effectively. Predators rarely care for injured members for years, but humans did. This ability to feel empathy and protect vulnerable individuals strengthened social bonds and improved the survival of the entire group. Humans also hunted cooperatively using communication, planning, and specialized roles within the tribe. Some individuals tracked prey while others waited near cliffs, surrounded escape routes, or prepared ambush positions with spears. Language allowed humans to organize complex hunting strategies impossible for most animals relying only on instinct. Small groups of coordinated humans armed with tools and teamwork could eventually overpower predators far larger and stronger than themselves. Human communities became systems built on shared protection, shared knowledge, and collective survival. Over time, cooperation became more powerful than claws, teeth, speed, or physical strength. Humanity's greatest evolutionary advantage was not individual power, but the ability to work together, teach future generations, and survive through collective intelligence and compassion. Around Nummuy, years ago, humans began spreading across Europe, Asia, Australia, and eventually the Americas, entering environments filled with dangerous predators and giant megafauna. As humans expanded into these new regions, many powerful animals slowly disappeared from the earth. Saber-toothed cats, cave lions, short-faced bears, terror birds, giant sloths, and even woolly mammoths eventually went extinct. Scientists continue debating how much climate change versus human activity caused these disappearances, but the overall pattern remains difficult to ignore. Wherever humans arrived, many large predators vanished within a relatively short period of time. The content argues that humans survived not because evolution gave them powerful claws, thick armor, speed, venom, or raw physical strength, but because humans evolved adaptability. Every major predator specialized in one advantage. Some relied on camouflage, others on speed, powerful jaws, or overwhelming strength. Humans evolved something entirely different: the ability to invent solutions to weaknesses. Humans used fire to control darkness and scare predators away. They created tools and weapons that allowed them to attack from safe distances. They developed endurance that enabled them to outlast prey through persistence hunting. They used intelligence to recognize patterns, predict danger, and study animal behavior. Most importantly, humans cooperated in groups and passed knowledge from one generation to the next. Every weakness forced humans to become more creative, strategic, and adaptable over time. For millions of years, humans were frightened prey hiding from predators, losing children to attacks, and surviving through constant fear and struggle. But unlike any predator, humans could learn from mistakes, improve strategies, and teach future generations how to survive more effectively. Over thousands of generations, this accumulated knowledge transformed humans into the dominant species on Earth. In the end, adaptability, collective intelligence, and the ability to continuously learn allowed humanity to survive impossible odds and permanently reshape the natural world around them.